everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in, I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe, a London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
For you.
All right, lad.
How come they're getting all that stuff?
They've lost everything. They've left a war zone.
She's taking your photo there.
You better delete that photo. They're just kids, man. Let them get in the house and get settled, man.
Hi, I'm Corinna from the Fan Carpet, and we are here once again in Leicester Square at the premiere of The Old Oak. Now, this sees the return of Ken Loach in this wonderfully heartwarming tale, a British drama that really focuses on community and social issues that we face every day, such as immigration and integration within that. So, I'm very much looking forward to meeting everyone in the cast and discussing these issues that affect us all. Corinna from the Fan Carpet.
Hello.
Thank you for speaking to me. Just for our lovely viewers, introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Trevor Fox, and I play the character of Charlie in the film The Old Oak.
Hi, I'm Claire Rodgerson, and I play Laura in The Old Oak.
So tell me a bit about the characters that you're playing. You're obviously part of the community. Are you the ones that take to the refugee to start with, or does it take a little bit more time to warm up?
Well, I think it's fair to say that it takes a little bit more time for Charlie to warm to it. Charlie's TJ's oldest friend, TJ being the main character, the guy who runs the pub. They work together, they grew up together, and at one time they were very close politically. But over the years, because of the conditions of the town, the way these people have been treated, it's like, you know, that Charlie's a decent man, but he has a wife with a disability. He's living amongst the detritus that the society have been putting into that town, you know. But they're decent people there at heart, and if you treat decent people badly for too long, it's very difficult for them to stay decent.
I guess it's one of those things, a close-knit community is going to take a while to let somebody who's essentially a complete stranger, there's a whole degree of racism going on, it takes a while to let someone into your community, a community that's disenfranchised already.
Maybe for many people, not all. So my character Laura is someone who took to welcome the refugees, want them to have a decent experience much sooner than Charlie, I would say. I've heard her described as an idealist. I don't think she's an idealist, I think she's a fighter, and is fighting for her community, has been doing for a long time, seeing the kind of political and economic decline and disenfranchisement of the people who she loves, but also seeing how the people who are arriving have also been traumatised by their government and deserve a bit of decency. She sees that there is space for a shared humanity that you can organise for power and for justice. So not everybody, but the community where I live in Sunderland isn't too dissimilar to the places where we're filming in County Durham. It's about 2 miles down the road. And people have been done a dirty to for the past 40 years. They've not only been done a dirty to, they've been denied the opportunity to learn about why, to learn about politics, to learn about economics, to learn about migration. And so for some people, yeah, it's easier to blame others who might have equal to you or less, than look upwards at the systems that are actually truly keeping us apart.
So it's almost like that resentment towards the establishment and what, you know, how they've been left in society is the very thing that actually stops the compassion happening between human beings. But your character, you're saying, is the one that's trying to open the discourse to actually get people to understand one another and open your hearts more to from the get-go.
Correct. I would also say that there's a deliberate political project to make people feel like that. You know, you hear things like swarms to describe human beings who are coming here for safety or for a better life, the way lots of British people migrate for a better life. And so there's a political project at play there. I think Laura sees through that, and I like to think that Charlie starts to see through that too.
In a way that kind of art imitating life or life imitating art. When I was actually, I live in Newcastle, which is a little bit further north than where the film's set. And I was talking to one of my neighbours, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing this Ken Loach film. It's about Syrian refugees." And she said, "Oh yeah, there's a couple of families live in the next street that have just been brought in and been accepted in the community." But I know it's beautiful, but no, that doesn't make the news. And that community, people are, the local community have been very supportive of them. So it's not everybody who is against refugees coming into the country or immigration at all,
I guess when you're making a film, though, you have to go to the extreme to make a point so that you can come back. So those who are maybe on the fence or don't understand the issues can see it as extreme to get to the heart of it, right?
I think, unfortunately, there are deeper extremes that I could have went to. So I was introduced to Paul, who wrote the film, because I used to work with young people who had been drawn into the politics of the far right, young people who would draw swastikas on the wall and then tell me they were doing it because there was no houses and no jobs, who would be manipulated by people like Stephen Yaxley Lennon and Britain First, who would come to my community in Sunderland and tell young people that people like my granddad, who's Indian and came to this country, or like the Syrian characters in the film, they were to blame. So there are more extremes that Paul could have went to, Paul and Ken, but it was a choice to show the more subtle forms of racism, because that's the everyday. And I think characters like Charlie are where we should be targeting our anti-racist efforts, because like Trevor says, people are decent. They just need time to have those political conversations in a space where positivity may be able to come.
Such a beautiful place to leave the interview. I would love to keep speaking to you, but you have lots of other lovely people to speak to right now. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to watching it. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
We've had a lot of fascinating conversations here tonight in Leicester Square about this beautiful new film, The Old Oak. It is certainly something that's going to raise questions, get people talking, and hopefully encourage some hope in our community. I've been Corinna Jane from the Fan Carpet, and remember to follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram.
It takes strength to build something beautiful. Shukran. Do you know what shukran means? It means thank you.
Shukran.
Shukran.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palme, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.